Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate the comparison mode in AnyScreen AI. As you can see over here on the right, we've got the AnyScreen interface opened up. And now I'm just going to search for something related chemical compounds. I'm going to look at images on the web. Now, this could be any document. It doesn't have to be on the web. It could be any document, any screen on your computer anywhere. And so here we're looking through this PDF. Oh, I like this image here. Let's see. Oh, I got some chemical compounds here related to what looks like fruits. Okay, so I'm in auto detect mode over here on the right in AnyScreen AI. I'm going to select this area here, see if it can detect these images separately. Yes, it can. That's great. And now I'm going to create a relationship query between some of these. So I'm going to pick this strawberry here. Looks like, oh yeah, I'll just pick the blueberries, and then I'll pick this one up here, which I think those are cranberries. And you can see it draws this line, which means that it's a related query. Now I'm done selecting, so I'm going to just click done selecting up here. And it created this 3-element relationship query. Here's the question that's going to be asked about these elements. What is the relationship between these elements? And I'm going to deselect this context screenshot, which was the whole screen area that we selected, because I just want to have the language models focus on the relationship query. So I'm going to go to compare LLMs, bring this up here. Keep it within my space here. And I've got 4 language models already selected here. And if I wanted to change the selections, I can do that here. I can pick as many as I want. I have 2 Anthropic models selected here, 1 OpenAI and 1 Google model selected. And those are remembered across queries, whatever your selection was. I'm going to hit submit query. It's going to send the relationship query to all. It's going to send. Now I could have added more things over here on the list, but I just added 1 relationship query, and it's asking the 2 Anthropic models on the left here, and then also at the same time asking OpenAI and Google what it came up with when it asked what is the relationship between these elements, and it's sending the 3 images of those fruits. And here we go. The OpenAI, or the Anthropic, this is the Claude Opus, the latest model, came up with a pretty comprehensive answer here. I'm going to just squish these over here for a second so we can look at these 2 here. It goes into some pretty good detail here about the relationships between these fruits and what they are. And so I have found that it's pretty good at chemistry. Now here's the legacy Opus 3, I think, or the older Opus model, and it does a pretty good job as well. Here with the OpenAI, the response, I've found that the OpenAI API responses are much more simple. Doesn't have any kind of diagrams or anything here. And then over here for the Google Gemini, the Google 3 Pro preview model, it's coming up with some good explanations. I'm going to ask a quick follow-up question here. Are these all fruits? Oh, and I'm going to misspell this on purpose. IUTS, just to show you that these language models are really good at, if you misspell something, they don't really care. They usually are able to figure it out. So let's look at the follow-up question I asked down here. Are these all fruits? And even though I spelled it incorrectly, it's like, yes, yes, these are all fruits. And so it doesn't care about the spelling. And then it goes into quite some detail here about these on the Anthropic model. Let's scroll down here to the other older model from Anthropic. It also does a pretty good job. of identifying these. It's trying to even put some little icons in here. Let's look at OpenAI here. Pictures at the top do show fruits, but the main items in the images are not fruits themselves. They are chemical structures. Okay, that's good. And then Google here with its, yes, they're all fruits. So they all just ignored that misspelling and all answered the question. So we have 4 conversations going on here at the same time. I can continue to ask follow-up questions and as many as I want. Now up here, the stats panel shows in green the best scores. So the GPT or the OpenAI GPT was the fastest and cost the least, but you'll also notice that the answers were much simpler and less complex. The lowest number of tokens was the older Claude 3 Opus, but it also had the worst cost. The best cost was, so the best cost was the OpenAI. Anyway, so there's just some stats up here about these relationship queries. You can collapse this. It'll remember that collapsed state next time you do a query. And that is the comparison mode. And we'll be adding some extra features to this in the future. So if you do buy a subscription, you'll get more and more features as we go along here. And it shows the last prompt up here and the conversation total. And even it shows the cost of the last prompt for each of these. So you can watch as you ask questions how much it costs. Like this is 4 cents cost for that last one. There, this is the latest model. It's actually cheaper. So I recommend using the latest Opus 4.5. It's actually pretty cheap, 1.37 cents for that last query and 2.7 cents for this entire conversation. Alrighty, there we go.